Hi, welcome to ADI Technical Training. I'm Matthew. In this video, we are looking at the Progeny P4 controller with Wi-Fi connectivity. So the controller itself is a normal, as you'd expect, controller. It has a 5 amp power supply built in. It's available in 1 or 2 door configuration, and obviously it's IP. The big advantage this has got is it has a Wi-Fi connector built in. So that means we can connect this to the server, to the Doors software server, without a hardwired network connection. So, an example is you have a system already, a standalone system there already, and you want to update it to a PC-based system. This will be that easy way of doing that. You just put the control on the wall. As long as you've got Wi-Fi connectivity, you can connect to it. I'm using the P4 controller along with a 4800 reader. Just in my lab I have here, I'm using the D-Link access point, and that allows me to connect this to the network. It's PoE powered. So having a quick look at the wiring for this, a wiring diagram, as I say, it's a traditional controller. So a mains connection at the top, then you have your exit button connection, break glass unit if you're monitoring that door contact, the reader connection, and with this one, with Progeny, it's their 4-wire connection, and a Wi-Fi connector. There's no external antenna to worry about. It's all built into the case. All you have to do is make sure there's Wi-Fi available. Let's have a quick look inside the controller. So it's in a metal lockable enclosure. As I said before, has a 5 amp power supply, which is just above that power supply. You have the keypad. This is where you program defaults into the control before you add it to the software, as you commission it, basically. It has space there for a 7 amp battery. On the right, we have two PCBs, the blue one at the top, the green one at the bottom. The blue one at the top is the one I'm working on. It's a single door controller. The real thing to point out is the QR code. That's where you're going to scan later on to set the Wi-Fi password, so this can connect to the router and then connect to the network as it would do. Each controller has a little red stick on there. You might be able to see it. That's the serial number or the address of each controller. Each number is unique. Okay, so let's look at programming the keypad. Okay, device is powered up. We are going to use the onboard keypad to program some defaults into the controller in the first place. So first of all, we need to switch Wi-Fi on, which means it's option 86 and then 0 to enable it, and then hash to confirm. To get into programming, you press and hold the star and hash symbol, then type in 123456, and you do that before every command. So star 123456, then star 86, 0 hash, that's Wi-Fi on, star 123456, star 85 1 and hash, that's DHCP off, and then finally the IP address, star 123456, and then star 80, and then the address that you want. I'm going to have 192.168.1.133. There's no dot symbol, so instead of dots, you press the star, and then when you finish, press hash. So that's the IP address, the Wi-Fi set up within the controller. The next thing is we need to activate the Wi-Fi adapter and have that looking at our router. To do that, you do that with an app on your phone. You need to download and install an app and configure it that way. Make sure Bluetooth is turned on your phone. So download that from your app store. It's ESP BLE provisioning. Once that's installed, you can open it and you'll see at the bottom there, provision device. Click on that, it opens the camera, scan your QR code. The devices talk to each other. You'll find your Wi-Fi connector, click on the one you want, type in your password, and then click provision. And then you'll see the screen here that it's connected and it's now secured. So that's the device now connected, and we are ready for the next step. So with that done, we can then open Doors. So let's launch the Doors software. Where is it? There it is. There's the Doors software. Enter your engineer's code if you have one already. If not, it's 654321. put that in full screen. So I've already got a site, ADI. If you haven't, you can make sure in System Manager, click on New, and then create a new site. When it starts up, actually, it does ask you, do you want to go through Wizard if it's a new system? So you can do this. However, I've got ADI site there. All I need to do now is add a connector. So add a new connector. Well, let's call it IP. An IP connector. What type is it? It will be the LAN connection. Click apply and then OK. So now we have an IP connector. Next, let's add some doors. So double click on doors, add a new door. What's the door name? Let's call it Wi-Fi door. The controller address. So this is on the board itself. There's a red sticker at the top. It has a barcode and a 5-digit number. That's the address of the device. So in my case, next connection, we're going to use the IP connector we just created. The IP address, this is the address you would have typed in on your keyboard when you were doing initial setup. That's my address, click apply. Then we can just click apply to that. In the background there you can see the controller will connect. If we go to the reader types, I'm using a Progeny controller. Progeny reader, sorry, you can have different types, but I've gone for Progeny proximity. There is crystal ones as well. I believe it's Progeny. With it being smart readers, you can change the reader brightness and the volume of those on some of their readers. However, that's mine set up. We've applied that, click OK. And there we go. That's the door now connected. It's synchronized the time and date. And we've now added a Wi-Fi controller to the Progeny door software. Thanks very much for watching. All the products mentioned in this training video can be found on our website. Links are below. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks very much.